I think the Aspen Adara partnership is something that can be used as an example throughout the Western world as a great opportunity where two organizations had some like thinking in place and got together and really caused a lot of good. I think there are more corporations that need to consider this type of activity. Corporations and U.S. corporations do a lot. They give a lot. The U.S. people give a lot. But I really think corporations can still do those type of things, but there should be some causes that they should stand behind. And I'd like to see more companies do that. I think if we saw more companies do that, it would be good news for Adara, but it would be good news for other organizations similar to Adara. And I think that's something that I think there's an opportunity for us to talk more about it, to really use that example. And I don't look at it as kind of really trying to pat ourselves on the back, but really I'd like Aspen to be an example for people in the reinsurance and the insurance communities, and then from there, other companies, something that works very well, and that, something very positive. And I think we have a great opportunity to do that.
I've been to an undeveloped, nation before, but so I kind of knew what to expect. But having been in this kind of community and seeing, the lives that are being saved and some of the lives that, the difficult stories, because it's difficult to comprehend, almost the difficulty they went through. And in our lives, it's hard if you've never encountered such stories. It's hard to just put into words how difficult it is, and it makes you just appreciate everything and brings back so much perspective to life.
And during your visit, did you experience any challenges?
Probably the maternity ward or the NICU ward, which is where they look after premature babies. It's not anything I've really ever had to deal with before. So just seeing them, it was like when we walked in there, it was sort of just buzz and beeps of the heart rate monitors and the whirring sound of the breathing devices. That was probably one of the more challenging parts of it. And also, again, children with HIV, I was blown back. I was inspired by them. It was hard, but just their energy sort of, brought me through it.
Definitely. Tell me about some of the highlights of your experience this week.
Highlights, definitely the joy of the children and everyone here. Probably just really engaging in the culture, learning a lot of things, and just basically kind of, seeing the different things, like all of the dancing that happens, the amazing way the women can move their hips, and just how different it is with the size of families here, the different approach of the community kind of all being involved in raising the children. Is very, very inspiring.
Obviously people have been fundraising at Aspen and the money's been coming to Adara, but I think it would be really useful if people knew exactly how their money was being spent, kind of so that they could, there's kind of like, they can see the consequences of where their money is going, because it's making such a huge impact. And so many people are benefiting in so many ways, and I think what I'd like to do is try to kind of put faces to all of this, because this isn't just stats and numbers and data. Like, we in the insurance industry deal with stats and numbers and data all the time, and I think we need to make this more human. Like, these are actual real people who are really poor, and they are benefiting from what is happening here.
I think it's hugely inspiring, how happy, how happy the community is, and then I think it's also just how hardworking and dedicated everyone is here. I mean, of all there's so many people we met, there's sort of some of, well, from Moses, William, they're just absolutely, their life is helping people.
Some of the highlights were competing in a race for the first time, holding a baby for the first time. The kids in general, the people are amazing. The stories, the size of the community, the fact that it's not just a hospital, it's an entire community. And then the community outreach programs are just incredible. So really learning how it affects hundreds of thousands of people. And it's not just a maternity ward, which is probably what a lot of us think at Aspen.
I kind of felt like every day was a challenge in its own way, but mostly because it brought to light, I guess, all the things that I should be appreciating back home. I kept looking at the people around me and their circumstances and thinking that I could be doing more in the United States and contributing more to society.
And what are some of the things that will stick with you when you go back home?
How humble everyone is, how happy they are with so little. The fact that everyone is so welcoming. Everywhere that we went, there were smiling faces and people waving and saying goodbye. Just overall happy people.
Today, the Chiwoko chase was definitely a highlight, running through the different villages, towns, and seeing all the people come out and support us, and especially the children yelling Mzungu and run faster, I think. I couldn't really understand what they were saying, but it was definitely just such a sense of community, and that I've been feeling here too at the hospital and surrounding it.
Hello, how are you? What is your number? You are number one.
I'm number one,
just
for now.
Walking, go running.
I'm walking. I'm in power walk for the team.
I am pumped. I'm going to win this thing.
I feel I will make it.
Good,
I will make it one way or the other. I will make it.
I'm ready to run. I've got lots of energy. I don't know if I'm going to beat Capri, but I'm going to try.
As long as I don't come last, I think that'll be an achievement. Second but last is good.
No,
and I hope you beat Kabuli.
That's what you said about the other Ashley. You know I'm Ashley Tripp, right?
Good.
Stop, don't butter me up.
Morning, Dr. Loli.
Morning, I'm ready for
I
victory.
know you have been number one always.
Yes.
And I hope you are going to be number one.
I've been training hard, so
yes.
I'm all ready.
Why are you putting on like that?
I got given money to do it for charity, so...
Good. Do you hope you will manage just with that attire?
I will finish it.
How do you feel this morning?
I'm a bit nervous, yeah, but...
Good. I wish you the best.
I'm walking it. I've got a bit of a bad leg.
But I hope you will make it.
Thank you.
I've been walking a lot.
Yes.
I did some training with Dan and Emma.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I wish you the best.
I just have to try my best.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I wish.
I'm doing this for Chiwoko Hospital, Adara, and Aspen.
Yes.
Both of the way in, absolutely shattered. 5k to go. Do you get the finish line?
I'm thanking my lucky stars that it's raining, because in the bunny onesie it's so hot. This is sweat, not rain. The run was amazing, though. All the children were absolutely brilliant. It's like cheering up, way!
Hello! How do you feel? Very good. Is this the video camera? Yeah! Everyone calls me Mzungu.
Ang ganda din mo. Paglaban ko